Hello, welcome to this video. This video we will talk about one of the most important figures in ice hockey, Hlinka. And I am Hongaful. Our group will have Sisu Yi and Jin Yusun. And please enjoy this video.
Ivan Hlinka's background. Ivan Hlinka, January 26, 1950 to August 16, 2004. He is an ice hockey player and coach from the Czech Republic. He is one of the most significant individuals in Czech ice hockey history. His position is in the center and played the left shot. He played for 5 teams and clubs.
Talking about Hlinka's strengths and trick, he's a big center. His playing style was comparable to Phil Esposito, a Canadian ice hockey player, often scoring with the shots from slot. Hlinka was a big player by the international standards with the 6'2" inches height and 215 pounds in weight. Although he was an excellent skater, he was likely to Phil Esposito. He skillfully protected the puck by using the height and quick strides of the speed. He scored a lot from the slot, like Epso, but he liked to pass first, like many European champions. Hlinka was unable to continue a career in the National Hockey League due to the country's communist rule that altered in the early 1980s when the cash dropped. The Sets began selling only experienced players playing rights. NHSL clubs threw the money at the communist hockey program in order to sign stars nearing the end of their career, such as Hlinka. Hlinka retired after only 2 seasons in Vancouver. Hlinka's talents were never fully appreciated by NHL supporters. Therefore, Hlinka admitted to the challenges in his career. He explained that in the Czech Republic country, hockey players move the puck and score the goals creatively, but it is different in Canada, and he believed that he was not here to change the features of Canadian hockey. Also, the different time zone also make him feel tired and not get a good feeling when playing hockey at the time.
Teams and clubs. FC Litvino clubs located at Litvino, Czech Republic. League is Czech Extraliga, established at November 8, 1945. The home court is Zimini Station Ivani Hlinki. Ili Czech Club, located at Czech, Switzerland, and belongs to National League, established at 1967. The home court is Bossard Arena. Vancouver Canucks team, located at Vancouver, British Columbia, established at 1945. At 1970, it became to NHL expansion team. The home court is Rogers Arena. The Dukla Trenton team, located at Trenton, Slovakia, belongs to Slovakia Extraliga League and established at 1962. The home court is Pavel Dimitra Ice Stadium. Ivan also played in Czechoslovakia's national team. It is the men's national ice hockey team of Czechoslovakia that played ice hockey internationally. The team participated competitions between 1920 and 1992. The 1920 Summer Olympics witnessed the inaugural appearance of the Czechoslovakia's national team. They made a name of themselves as Europe's top team in the 1940s, becoming the continent's first team to win 2 world championships, like 1947 and 1949. The Czechoslovakians frequently competed against Sweden and Canada for silver and bronze medal after the Soviet Union entered the world hockey scene in 1950s and defeated the Russians. They obtained the gold medal a total of 6 times. The team was replaced in 1993 by the Czech and Slovak international teams as a result of Czechoslovakia's breakup into the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Ivan's playing career is from 1966 to 1987. He was a member of the young team for HC Lithuania when he was 6 years old. When he was 16 years old, he made his debut in the Czechoslovak League. He played for the Czechoslovak national team for the first time at age 20 and rose to the position of team captain for Lithuania's main team. In 1976, Hlinka competed the inaugural Canada Cup. He was made the captain of the national team the following year, a post he retained from 1977 until 1980s. Hlinka and Jack G. Bubla joined the Vancouver Canucks of the NHL in 1981.
Hello everyone, my name is Jingyuan. Now I will introduce the Hlinka's playing career. So he chose to become a coach, and it must be said that a good player can make a difference anywhere. So now let me introduce some amazing achievements in his coaching career. And he started with the club CHZ and returned as a player for the 1986 to the 87 season and helped the team as a coach. So still at the club level, he later coached EHC in the Germany in the 1989 to 90. So in Russia is in the 2002 to 04 and the NHL's Penguins for the one season in 2000. So it is impressive that this is only the second European NHL head coach to hold the job. So Hlinka then served as the head coach of the Czechoslovakia national team from 1991 to 93 and from 1993 to 94. And also 1997 to 2000, and leading the catches to gold medals at the 1998 Winter Olympics and the 1999 World Championships. So also inducted into the International Ice Hockey Hall of Fame as a player in 2002 and was named a catch ice hockey legend in the early 2004. And it can be said he had very contribution in the coaching career.
The reason of retirement due to back issues in 1983, Hlinka went back to Europe to conclude his playing career. Up until 1985, he was a member of the Swiss team EVZ. Then he returned to Lithuania to begin his coaching career.
So in this part, we will talk about the saddest event in Ivan's life. So in 2004, it was announced that Hlinka would return to coach the Czech national team for the one last time. Hlinka was expected to be the Czech Republic's new head coach for the new seasons, beginning from 2004 to 2005. However, on the August 16th, in 2004, Hlinka died in a car accident at the age of 54. For more details, Hlinka died in a car crash while returning to Prague from the Spain town of Karlovy Vary, where he had gone to make sure that the Czech star Jeremy Truck could take part in the World Cup tournament, which would begin for the next Monday at the time. Sadly, on that day, near Karlovy Vary in the Czech Republic country, when his vehicle collided with a truck while traveling above the speed limit. According to the report, the truck was over the speed limit about 110 kilometers per hour, while the speed limit was allowed a time by 90 kilometers per hour. Police blamed the crash on the error of the truck driver and stated that Hlinka had no chance to avoid the crash. He passed away 2.5 hours later. At the time, Hlinka was inducted into the International Ice Hockey Federation's Hall of the Year 2004 World Championships in Prague. The members of the Czech Republic national hockey team remain in the shock over the death of the coach of the head coach Ivan Hlinka. It is the loss for all the hockey fans and professionals all over the world.
Okay, and the next part is Hlinka's achievements. So Hlinka's achievements are so rich so that they take our breath away. The first part is the achievement before the retirement. First, he made his catch Slovak legal debut at the age of 16. So by the age of 20, he was captain and a member of the team, and had a score of 132 scores in the 2056 games for the country, and Hlinka won the gold medals at the IIHF World Championships in 1972 and 1919, and was runner-up at the Canada Cup Championships in the 1976, where he was voted the best for world. He was also won 2 Olympics medals in 1972 and 1976, and captained the national team during the 1977 to 80 season. Not only that, he also scored the 347 scores in the 544 games and was voted the league's best player in the 1977-78 season. So during his coaching career and after the 3 years, Hlinka returned to the national team in 1997, become a national hero by leading the Czech Republic to the gold medal at the 1998. Okay, and so the last part mainly introduces Hlinka's influence on the world. So it can be seen that Hlinka is a historical figure of the catch country, so which deserves to be remembered. So the Evan Hlinka's Memorial Cup is an important event in our calendar for a number of reasons. So the first one is because it pays a tribute to a great player and coach who was taken from us too soon. And secondly is to involve all the participating countries in a better understanding of the hockey. So Canada's national sport is the hockey. So this is a great opportunity to have it in Alberta. We can share the information about hockey together and improve the national reputation. Then everyone can show their skills in the competition, and it can show the elegance of different countries and promote the economic development. So Edmonton City shows how passionate and competitive the hockey is. And Hlinka's wife also spoke of how proud he was of his husband and wanted everyone to enjoy the hockey. So to sum up, Hlinka has promoted the development of the hockey and brought together outstanding players, which is something to be proud of and admired.
Ivan Hlinka has a significant impact on the ice hockey, not only for the Czech Republic country, but also for the international ice hockey. So in terms of the Czech Republic country, Ivan Hlinka is considered as a legendary figure in the Czechoslovak ice hockey, both as a player and as a coach. As an ice hockey player, Hlinka leads the Czech Republic to the first World Championship. As a coach, he took the Czech Republic to an Olympic gold medal in Nagano. It was the first time and so far only Olympic men's ice hockey victory for the Czech Republic. At the 2004 World Championships in Prague, he was named as the greatest figure in Czech hockey history. He is considered to be one of the most important figures in Czech ice hockey history. In terms of the international ice hockey, Hlinka was one of the first players from the Czechoslovaks to make the move to the NHL. He became the first European to coach in the North American National Hockey League, the NHL. And from what we had explored since the beginning to now, it is evident that he brought many awards for the leagues that he was playing and coaching for. So after the death of Ivan Hlinka, the world showed our remembrance to the greatest hockey player Ivan Hlinka by changing the tournament names organizations. The Ivan Hlinka Memorial Tournament for the national U18 ice hockey teams were named after him. The tournament started in 1991. It was also renamed the U18 Junior World Cup. In 2007, the event was renamed the Ivan Hlinka Memorial Tournament in honor of the Romanian chess player Ivan Hlinka, who had died in the vehicle accident in 2004. The Ivan Hlinka Memorial Cups is traditionally held in August. The annual summer tournaments bring together 8 of the top hockey nations in the world to compete in a best-on-best, the men's under-18 competition. Currently, the event had been renamed the Hlinka Classic Cup. Overall, the tournament honors its namesake and national team and NHL player and coach Ivan Hlinka, considered one of the most important figures in the Czech hockey history. So to wrap up, there is some key takeaway information about Ivan Hlinka, one of the greatest hockey player in the world. Ivan Hlinka was born on the January 26th in 1950s in Most. It was what was then the Czechoslovakia. Hlinka began to play ice hockey at a very young age. When he was 6 years old, he was already playing in the youth team in Litvínov. In other words, he started his hockey career as a 12-year-old junior with the Czech club Litvínov in 1962, where he played for the next 19 years. He played in the Czech league for the first time when he was 16 and became famous as a hockey player in the 1970s. Ivan Hlinka will probably be the best remembered as the head coach of the Czech hockey team that won the gold medal in the 1998 Olympics in Nagano, Japan. It was the first and so far the only Olympic men's ice hockey victory for the Czech Republic. Again, as an ice hockey player, Hlinka will lead the Czech Republic team to their first World Championship. As a coach, he took the Czech Republic to an Olympic gold medal in Nagano. Later, he became the first European to coach in the North American National Hockey League. There was so much love and pride that hockey fans give to our professional hockey player and the coach Ivan Hlinka. And that is all about our presentations. I'm Hong, Cecius, and Evelyn. Really appreciate for your patience and for your watching. Thank you.